Hello and welcome to GEOS 200, the Global Environment, online for fall 2015. My name is DJ Biddle and I'll be your instructor this semester, and I'm really looking forward to a great class and to getting to know you all a little bit better. Even though this is a distance ed class, I feel like by the end of the semester we'll have a little learning community, and hopefully we'll all be a little bit better friends. So I just put this video together to give you an introduction to the Blackboard course shell, the layout of the course, some of the tools that we'll be using, some of the assignments that we'll be covering on a weekly basis, just to help you get acquainted with the course on this first day of class. So as a disclaimer, this video is not a substitute for a full reading of the syllabus. You'll need to read that syllabus, which is available here at the syllabus link in either PDF or Word format, and then complete the syllabus quiz, which is open from today through next Sunday, this coming Sunday, which is just a short quiz that shows that you've read the syllabus and you understand some of the more important points of it. So do that as soon as you have time and complete the syllabus quiz, and then we'll all be on the same page and have the same expectations and outcomes for the class this semester. So a little bit about where I'm located and how you can get a hold of me. I'm in 220 Lutz Hall. My office hours are Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. Or you can set up an appointment by email or just give me a call. Or you can email me at any time and I will get back to you, usually within 24 hours, sometimes longer on the weekends as I travel a lot on the weekends. But feel free to email me whenever you like if you have questions or concerns. And you can do that very easily using this email instructor link, which is probably the most reliable way to get an email through to me. Uses my university email address. It'll use your university email address instead of your Gmail or whatever third-party email you use. So that's a little bit about how to get a hold of me, some of the administrative stuff. If we move on to the textbook link here, we'll see that this semester we'll be using the textbook Elemental Geosystems 8th edition by Christofferson and Birkeland. It's important that you get the 8th edition of the book. The 7th edition and prior editions have different formats for, or different layouts of chapters. So they've changed things up quite a bit for the 8th edition, and to use another edition would get very confusing. The other product that we're going to be using that's associated with the textbook is called Mastering Geography, and the version we'll be using is called Modified Mastering Geography. So wherever you buy the textbook, you have to make sure that you have Modified Mastering Geography access, and you do that with a course access code. And so the easiest way to do this is to either buy the loose leaf copy at the U of L bookstore or Gray's. They stock that copy with the correct course access code, or to just purchase the e-text access, which, if you're comfortable without a physical hard copy of the textbook, is the easiest and cheapest way to get the textbook and Modified Mastering Geography access. And to do that, you can just click on this Pearson eText link here, and it should whisk you away to the Pearson website where I already have access. So it's not taking me to the page where you could purchase access, but it does take me straight to the eText. And we go down here and see the table of contents, etc. But if you didn't already have access like I do, you would be taken to a page where you could sign up for a user account, purchase the option that you want, making sure that you're purchasing the Modified Mastering Geography product. And you could do it there. The third option, if you do find a used copy of the 8th edition of Elemental Geosystems, or you have a friend that's taken the class before, you can buy access to the Modified Mastering Geography site on its own without the e-text for about $40. And you can do that by just clicking this Mastering Geography Course Home button, where you will be taken to a similar page where you can set up a user account and choose your option making sure always that we're purchasing the modified Mastering Geography and not just the standard Mastering Geography. Standard Mastering Geography does not have what we need, so you need the modified Mastering Geography. So those are the three options: loose leaf with the course access code, e-text, which comes with course access, or modified Mastering Access on its own if you can find a good deal on the 8th edition of the textbook somewhere else. So if you have any questions about that, just give me a holler and email me, and I can help you through that. I know it's a little confusing, and this is the first semester that we're using this Mastering Geography product, but it has lots of wonderful tools, interactive videos, and applications that really expand what we're able to do in the class. So I think it's going to be a worthwhile addition. So moving down the navigation menu, the announcements area is what you'll see when you first open the course. That's what the default is set to, so that you'll see any important announcements about coursework, if there have been quizzes posted, any changes to deadlines, clarifications about assignments. This is where you'll find all that stuff. No need to go on about it. An announcement is an announcement. So moving on down to the course calendar, this is your best friend because it details explicitly the deadlines for all the assignments for the entire semester. So we see here that classes begin today. We're starting chapter 1, and the syllabus quiz has opened today, and it's open through Sunday. Now, every Wednesday at 8 a.m., the chapter quiz, the chapter test will open, and will be open through the Sunday, the following Sunday. So find a time each week to sit down and take your chapter test. Some people like to do it right off the bat on Wednesday. Some people wait till the weekend. Don't get caught waiting until it's too late. And also remember that Friday nights from 10 p.m. to 2 a.m., there's a Blackboard outage that has affected some folks. I don't know who takes tests at 10 o'clock on Friday nights, but if you're one of them, just be aware that Blackboard will shut down. So we can click through and see each month and the course activities. Another thing you can do is click this plus Google Calendar link, and if you use Google Calendar, that will add this calendar to your own. And so you can set up reminders on your phone or email reminders that let you know that there's an assignment coming due. So I think it's a pretty nice way to do things, and it's worked well in the past. So let me know if you have questions about that. Moving down the nav menu again, we get to the course resources section, which has all of the course resources for each chapter. So jumping into chapter 1, we'll see the key learning concepts, these are the things that you need to take away from that chapter. So read these and keep them in mind as you go through the PDF lecture slides, as you do the self-assessments, as you contribute in the discussion forum. These are the key points that we need to be taken away from each chapter. If we jump down to the PDF lecture slides, this is just a nice synopsis, a nice overview of the chapter material. It does not substitute for reading the chapter, but it does kind of synthesize your reading and kind of reiterate some of the more important components of that reading. There are no video lectures. From time to time, I may post short 4 or 5 minute videos about difficult concepts, things that people are struggling with. So you might even suggest, this is a tough concept, can you do a short video? I'd be glad to do those as necessary. But I don't do full lectures. I find that people don't watch them. So the PDF lecture slides are going to be your main source of lecture. Finally, getting down to the Pearson study area, once you do purchase access to the Mastering Geography website, you'll gain access to this study area where we can review those key learning concepts again. The e-text link is broken at this point, so nothing there at this point, although Pearson has promised they will fix that this semester. Bunch of really cool videos about geography in current events, geospatial technologies, and how they are contributing to better decision making and better policy making, those kinds of things. And then finally, of great interest, after you read the chapter, after you go through the lecture slides, etc., you can take a short end of chapter quiz and test yourself on some of the concepts that we cover during the chapter. And so you may see some of these same questions on the chapter quiz back in Blackboard. This quiz is not graded. This is for your own use and for your own evaluation, self-evaluation. So I won't see this. You can take it, I believe, as many times as you want. And it's a nice way to test yourself before you actually take the chapter quiz back in Blackboard, which we'll talk about momentarily. We'll use these map masters and some of these other tools as the semester goes on as prompts in the discussion forum. So you'll be asked to come do some exploration in the map master or in some related tools in mastering geography, and then talk about them in the discussion forums. And we'll talk about more of that as we get into it later in the semester. So, textbook through course resources, this is really your learning tools. This is what you need to learn the material, to know where we're at in the material, etc. Going down past this next rule, we see discussion forums, weekly quizzes, and mastering labs. And these are the three main forms of assessment. So let's jump into discussion forums. And at the top, you'll see a Q&A forum, and this is just an area where you can leave me questions or leave questions for your fellow classmates. If you're struggling with the concept or something's not working, sometimes you'll get a student to respond to you faster in the Q&A forum than I will get back to you. Although I will answer every question in the Q&A forum. I have email notifications set up when those posts come in. So another tool to help communicate. The Icebreaker forum is just a place to get to know each other. So here's my post. Here's my beautiful dog Lily. A little bit about me, what I like to do outside of work, and I hope that you are comfortable posting the same. Post as much as you're comfortable with. Read other people's posts, get to know your fellow classmates. We'll be here together for the next few months, so let's all be friends and help each other learn. So that Icebreaker forum is open today through Sunday, so just jump in there and tell us a little bit about yourself. If we go back to discussion forums, we see the Chapter 1 forum also underway, and so each week I'll post a prompt and send you off into the web to watch a video or read an article, or we'll use the Mastering Geography website to do some kind of exploration, and then we'll come back to the discussion forum and talk about it. So this is the Chapter 1 prompt. Get in there and read it. You're going to watch these two videos, the Geospatial Revolution. Pretty neat videos about geospatial technology and how it's changing the way the world works for the better, in my opinion. And so you'll just answer a few questions about your experience there. So jumping on to weekly quizzes. The only quiz open right now is the syllabus quiz, so you'll just click that, and you'll have 40 minutes for each quiz. Test questions will appear one at a time. Oh, not on this one. Chapter quizzes, questions will appear one at a time. So you have 40 minutes, and the quiz will submit automatically after 40 minutes. Not much to say there. The quizzes will open on Wednesdays at 8 a.m., close at Sunday at 11:59 p.m. So you have a nice big window. If you have work or you have athletic obligations, plenty of time to find a time during that period to take the quiz. If you get locked out of the quiz, email me before the quiz period closes, and sometimes I can reset your quiz. Don't make this a habit, but it may happen if you lose an internet connection or something like that. So that's the weekly quizzes. They're worth 20 points. Discussion forums are worth 20 points, so you have equal opportunity to earn points in both forums and quizzes. So if you're not a great test taker, you're still earning the same amount of points in the discussion forums. Finally, we'll have 4 major Mastering Geography lab assignments that we'll talk about maybe next week, starting next week. And these will be based around the 4 major units in the textbook. And so these will be a little bit more extensive assignments where you'll do some interactive exercises, answer some essay questions, those kind of things. And they're worth more points. The number escapes me at the moment. You can find that in the syllabus. But these will be kind of like interactive midterms. But 4 of them. They won't be timed. You'll have as much time as you need to take them, although you will have to complete them in one sitting. And they should be fun. They're like I said, interactive. It's not just a standard test. It's it's something that you should enjoy working through, and not just be an evaluation, but actually help you learn in the process. So. There will be eventually an extra credit link over here underneath Mastering Geography Labs, and I might post extra credit from time to time, especially as the semester moves on a little farther. So expect that. And then finally, you've got some of the Blackboard administration stuff, My Grades, where you can see your grades, comments if there are any comments on your discussion forum posts, etc. Tools, and integrity classes links, which you should be familiar with by now if you're watching this video. Finally, you can get help from Blackboard, help from the university, and then if you're doing any library research, those tools are available here. So that's kind of the overview of GEOS 200, the Blackboard course, how it's laid out, some of the assignments. If you have any questions about any of this, please let me know via email or give me a call. Stop by during office hours. Love to talk. Really looking forward to a great semester, and hope you guys are too. Hope you had a great summer, and hope your first day of classes is going great. Catch up with you guys in the forums, and be in touch throughout the week. See ya.